can't find it. So that is completely what it is. How are you? It's Thursday. Did you have a good day? Did you have a weird day? Did you have a bad day? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? I'm just going to say that repeatedly. Did you have a good day? Until you say yes. Just saying. Just saying. I'm so glad you guys like my hair this evening. I kind of did the let's get it up off the head, out of the face thing today. And I have to admit, I kind of dig it. So, you know, we might do a little more tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Anyway, it's time for some Warrior Reiki. And then I'll be doing naughty oracle reads. So if you guys want to grab your spot, you better do so like ASAP, because those will go really fast. And for those of you guys that were on my list from, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, y'all will be first. Just let you know. But in the meantime, before then, let me turn this up. It's a little bit Reiki time. Yeah. Just like always, you guys are welcome to do the first few hand positions with me, or you can simply sit and relax. The only thing I require, the very first 6 hand movements I do. Aw, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Miss Joy. Yeah. Just take a deep breath every time I say to take a deep breath. Okay? Ready? Yes? The answer is yes. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Woo! Deep breath. Deep breath. Oh, we're doing all the grounding, just so you know. Ready for the sacral? Yes. That's a new one. Thank you for that one. I haven't seen that one. plexus. Ready for this one? You ready for the heart chakra? Yeah? Yeah? That was a really evil face I just made. I'm sorry. Woo! We're going to go kind of slow with the heart chakra. Turning the third eye tonight, my friends, whether you are ready or not. If you are new to watching me, I just want you to think of your third eye as a dial, and I'm going to turn it nice and slowly, okay? Ready? For the crown, yeah. Ooh. So, because that solar eclipse was crazy for everybody, I have one hair. I can see it. There we go. It's a wonderful thing about having some white hairs right here. They just look like clear things. We're going to do the Earth Star this evening. I know we just worked all the way up, but I just want you to breathe. That's it. Just breathe normal. That must be a new one. All right. One hair. One hair. We're going to do one side and then the other. Okay? Ready? I just want you to breathe. I appreciate all of you. Let's do this. I just want you to put the name or the nickname of somebody that is gone, somebody that you miss, somebody that you've been thinking about really heavily lately. And I don't care if it's a fur baby, okay? Or reptile baby. hit myself on the lip. Breathe. Thank you guys for all the roses and the gifts. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could help, Emma. Thank you, Lady Lynn. You're beautiful as well, sugar. Thank you, Lisa. Ignore the trolls, y'all. Just know that trolls need love too. Yeah, the yellow, the bright yellow tonight is my ring light. See, no yellow, yellow. Y'all are so sweet tonight. Okay, breathe in. All right. So what is it that you need to get rid of? What is it you need to get rid of? You can put it in the chat, or you can just put a big whopping 0. But I want you to watch it go off the screen. Okay? You've gotten so many compliments on those flowers. Everybody that has come in today thought they were fake. So as you guys are watching the things that you want to get rid of go off the screen, are you ready to do the things to get rid of those things? I want you to ask yourself, okay? I want you to ask yourself. Because sometimes that comforting area of the same thing that you've already been doing for so long makes you stay there. Don't be a jerk, guys. I do this for free multiple times a week. I'm not a performing monkey. I'm glad you came across my account too. Have a good night at work, Miss Brittany. Miss Brittany, you have a good night. Be safe, okay? Big breath. Seriously. Biggest breath you can take in, biggest breath you can take out. Well, welcome, Tess. Welcome to all of you first-time watchers. This is not meant to be some little nice, calm, let's all sing Kumbaya Reiki. This is my own blend. I've been doing it for years. I have been doing it every single Monday and every single Thursday right here on TikTok since 2020. This fall will be 4 years. Actually, August will be 4 years. Hello in Scotland. Hello in Oklahoma. So I saw that we had someone from Scotland. Who wins farthest away from Tulsa, Oklahoma? That would be somewhere in Japan, I think. Yeah? Or would it be more like India? What's on the exact opposite side of the world from Oklahoma? Wales, Canada, UK. Ooh, a lot of people in the UK this evening. It's pretty late there, yeah? Or is it early morning? Lots of Scotland, France, Finland. I'll trust you, Miss Joy, since you were a teacher for forever. 3 a.m. in England. What are you guys doing up? Portugal. Tulsa. Five a.m. in Finland. Hey, Sea Witch, thank you. How are you this evening? I love seeing where everybody is. Now, the yellow is my ring light, see? The yellow is my ring light, kind of. Yes. You breathing? Aww. So when it's morning here, that means it's evening for you guys. Maybe I need to start doing some morning Reiki sessions for those of you guys in the UK. Yes? Breathe. A.m. in Poland. Holy cow. I feel honored you guys are spending your early morning with me. Cats are watching, huh? people that are naysayers about this not working through a phone. Tells me you don't know very much about Reiki, and you obviously have never been attuned as a master teacher. Actually, you've never been attuned just to Reiki too. Every Reiki master is attuned to a symbol that allows you to send Reiki through time and space, including your phone. Thank you for playing. Pulling my own hair, it's fun. Thank you for the Galaxy Jade. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Zen. It always makes me a little humble when I hear the other Reiki masters come in and they get an instant connection. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, let's see. We absolutely should manifest, but we're going to do it a little differently. Ready? We're going to do my favorite part, but I want you to put your lucky number at the end. So if you're putting you are enough and your lucky number is 7, I want you to put you are enough 7. That way you're doing 2 things at once. You're manifesting and you're showing the universe what sign you need to see, and you're putting good out. Oh, sweetie, if I text you, you'd know. You'd know. So I've got to go get my nails done Monday because I'll be going to the Healing concert the following week. Gotta figure out what color I'm going to do. You are the queso, absolutely, Ash. I love that so much. Ooh, turquoise. That's a great color. That's a perfect color. Those of you guys that are, so this is actually glow in the dark pink. It looks red, but it's, it actually glows in the dark. So those of you guys that are in the Denver area, I will be up there, and I am having a live mediumship event on Sunday the 21st. Are you breathing? Not in the mood for spamming. Not in the mood for people being a dick. That is not, this is not the place for that. Don't tolerate it. Hey, Maz. Absolutely no tolerance policy tonight. Someone comes in and wants to be a dick, they can be escorted right the fuck out. Just saying. For those of you guys that are new, there is a no tolerance policy. We don't talk about other creators here. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about any of that bullshit, because guess what? There are plenty of other people that are happy to talk about that shit. I have so many other things that I am trying to do and trying to accomplish, and this is a place where we can talk about that bullshit. You guys can always come here and hang out and know that we don't do any of that stupid shit here. You can do it somewhere else. I have the most amazing mods on this app. They have all been with me for a very long time. And they are very quick on the troll zapper. This is absolutely a safe space, okay? So I'm going to start slowing down a little bit because I've been going for about a little over 45 minutes. I'll start reading here in just a minute. For those of you guys in and around the Denver area, I'll be up there for a little bit. You know, I'll be going to Meow Wolf. The Sass and I have to go to that Meow Wolf. Then we'll have to make a special trip to Texas to go to the last one. The only one that we will have not been to. All 4 Meow Wolves in one season. Yes, please. Yes, please. So probably when I get back from Denver, I will have my schedule solidified, but I am going to put out a video because I know that there are some really cool metaphysical shops all the way up through the Northeast. And if you own one, I would love to come visit you. San Antonio is it San Antonio where the one is? That's the only one that I haven't been to. We've been to Vegas, we've been to the one in New Mexico, and we'll be going to the one in Denver. I won't make it all the way down to Pueblo while I'm up there, unfortunately. We'll be in the Denver area. I may try to head down to Manitou. I feel like Sass needs to see Manitou Springs. I love Manitou. If you guys don't know what Meow Wolf is, they have a website. It's a big interactive art thing. It's badass. But my event will be in Denver. We did, Jeff, yes. I will say Vegas is the smallest one that we've been in so far. The one in New Mexico is massive and badass. So for those of you guys that are new to following me, or those of you guys that are old to following me, I've had the sides of my head shaved for a while. I just finally started wearing it up. I shaved the sides of it in spring of 2022. I did have the braid here, but still, I actually had it shaved in a V all the way down, but I'm letting that grow back out. So I've got my braids back there. So yeah. But my kid talked me into pulling my bangs up because my kid said that she likes when I do that, and I have to agree with her. It does. It's growing on me. Come get a tattoo while I'm in Denver. The last time I was in Colorado, was actually for a Heal In concert in 2021. And when I got home, I tattooed Pikes Peak on my ankle. So for those of you guys that are new to watching me, I actually grew up in Westminster. I was born here in Tulsa and we moved to Colorado when I was little. So I spent all of my grade school years in Westminster. And Boulder is one of my favorite places in the world. The mountains are all right here. I love Colorado. I love Colorado. So for those of you guys that are up there, I'm coming your way, whether you like it or not. It's on like Donkey Kong. I won't be able to say a super long amount of time this time, but you know, I'll be back. I'll be back for the gym show. So yeah. And then this fall, let me go ahead and pause this. This fall, not this fall, starting, oh, here comes the ugly light. Bright light. Starting in June, I will be driving up through St. Louis, Indiana, Pittsburgh, Niagara, New York, Boston, Salem, all up through in there and back down. I'll be all the way up in your area. All you guys in the Northeast that manifested me all last year. I guess you're getting your wish. You're getting your wish. You're getting your manifestation. So I'll be headed all up that way. I'll be on a 3-week trip. And yeah, I'll have the dates solidified for that. And I'll be putting out a video probably in the next couple of days, because for those of you guys that follow me, that watch me, or maybe you have friends that have a shop or whatever, I would love to stop. I love to stop and visit Metaphysicals. That's a physical shops. Like I do. Sass and I are down. If you guys would like to have me as a guest reader for an evening or whatever, I'm down. Y'all just let me know. But yeah, we'll be all up that way. All up that way. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I have never been up there. The only state I will not be hitting, and now don't get mad, just listen to the whole thing before y'all get mad. The only state I will not be hitting in the Northeast up there is Vermont. Now, before you get mad, calm down. before you get mad. The only state I will not be hitting is Vermont, because in October, I will be at the Wilson Castle Paracon in Vermont. And for those of you guys that live up that way, I fully expect each and every one of you to come and see me at that Paracon, and come to the Roaring 20 ball. I can't wait. But yeah, we'll be doing events every single stop up there, every single stop, because there are so many of you guys that have asked and asked and asked for me to come that way. And I figure if I'm driving all that way, I might as well go to every damn state up there, except Vermont, because I got to come up your way anyway. Y'all, Vermont, you're getting a little lucky. You're going to have me for the whole fucking weekend. A whole fucking weekend. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And to be honest, Salem, I will probably be staying there for several evenings. Here's what's funny. When I was looking into heading up that way. So in Oklahoma, it takes me an hour and a half to drive from Tulsa to Oklahoma City. Okay. It takes me 2 hours to drive from here to Joplin. And that is like nothing, because we do that all the time, right? When I was looking at how close Boston is to New York and how close Boston is to like parts in Maine and stuff, and it's only like an hour and 2 hours, I was a little bit flabbergasted. I'm not going to lie, because I grew up driving across Texas and Kansas and the plains of Colorado. And like, I grew up driving across all those places. Like, it's nothing for me to drive the 10 hours from here to New Orleans just for the weekend. Y'all can drive across multiple states in like 3 hours. Like, part of me wants to do this like Smokey and the Bandit like speed run. See how many states up there I can hit in one day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I will be coming to Southern Maine. I don't think that Miss Sylvie would let me not come to Southern Maine. Just say it. So it'll be Southern Maine. Eastbound and down. Sorry, now I'm going to have that song in my head. But yeah. I triple dog. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Sass is going to hate you for that. I'm just letting you know. Sass don't care. Sass along for the ride. So you guys will, y'all will get to see me. And you'll get to see the sass. Y'all get to meet the sass. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So if you guys are in or around the Tulsa, Oklahoma area, I have a shop in Sapulpa right outside of Tulsa, right on Route 66, right on the main corner in town. You can't miss it. I mean, I guess you can, because people drive by it all the time, but you find it on Google. So if you are a Route 66 person, you better stop and see me, period. End of discussion. You better stop and see me. So, yes. I'm excited to get up that way. I really, really am. I will say that everybody in, this is one that I signed that somebody had bought on a live sale. And they never paid for it. Well, I guess I'm going to use it. So, we, oh yeah, this is a brand new deck. How's it talks about coming to Canada? Well, I don't know if I'll have my passport before I get up your way, but I will be coming to Niagara Falls. Which is about as close to Canada as probably I'm going to get this year. So it's funny that Sass mentions a tour bus. I actually was about to buy a Sprinter van for like the spring, especially for this event. Because next year will be a lot of traveling, a lot of going some interesting places. And I had someone that caused an issue, and so every bit of my down payment for said Sprinter van went to that. I'm not excited about it, and it is what it is. So 2025 will be the year of the Sprinter van. Thank you for that. Yeah, I have been to California several times. I love the Southwest. I love the Southwest. My Oklahoman was showing, and I apologize. I love the Southwest. I come across the Southwest a lot. To be honest, especially with the Tucson Gem Show, like I will be there next January, and I will be there for probably 3 weeks. I'm not going to lie. We barely scratched the surface. You like that? Southwest. You're welcome. So yeah. I'm just shuffling these to kind of get them. Uh-oh, what did I miss? What'd she say? What'd she say? Oh, I just looked up a little bit. Josie, I'm so glad that I could help at all. I'm so glad. Y'all have no idea. Yeah, I just looked up and saw that. So when Sass and I went across the Southwest and we went to Vegas and then down to the Gem Show, we didn't even make it to Vegas and we had no more room in the car for shit. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So when we go for 3 weeks to the Northeast, we're going to be mailing a lot of shit home. We're going to be mailing a lot of shit home. But yeah, we need to set up a Sprinter van. You know what? Maybe we just need to do that. And if y'all want to sponsor the van, let me just say this. Okay, so don't tell anyone else. Okay, this is just between me and 938 of my closest friends, okay? I have big things in the works. I have big things in the works. And a Sprinter van is needed. So I actually, when I bought Bernadette, okay, fine. Oh my God. This is the best card. This is the one that fell out. This is why I love this deck. This is fucked above, fucked below, fucked within, center yourself. You can't tell me this is not the best deck. So a Sprinter van, the reason I want a Sprinter van is because the vast majority, actually I think everyone I've looked at so far is 4-wheel drive. There's a lot of interesting places that I want to go, that I want to take you guys to. And there's also a lot of interesting places I've already been. You can't get in a regular RV. You can't get to them with a 4-wheel drive. The reason I bought Bernadette is because that bitch is like, bougie as she is, she will go anywhere. She will go anywhere. So I thought, you know what? It's an SUV. I can get a hitch put on her. If you guys have never priced hitches and what it takes to put one on a 2020 Land Rover, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like $800. That's the cheapest. And I'm sorry, but they're smoking really, really bad crack. I'm not gonna do that. So I'd rather just buy a whole new car. Isn't that bad? But a Sprinter van would be better anyway, because there are a lot of places that I would like to go and just camp, just stay in the van. You know what I mean? I've tried U-Haul, and the only way I can get one, they have a pilot program for the Land Rover models because they don't normally do them. So with the Land Rovers, I guess the way the bumpers, they do it on purpose. I'm not dumb. They do it on purpose, so you have to go do one of their shit or whatever. But it has to come down, back in, out, over, and up because the way the bumper is built. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. So, yeah. But let's get on with some of this. Let me refresh my list here. Oh, I guess I better turn YouTube on. Hold on. We'll turn YouTube on. I see people over there waiting on me. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. I can't do a roof rack because Bernadette has a glass roof, so I can't do a roof rack on her because I needed a roof rack. I mean, I needed a glass roof. I thought I was getting a roof rack, but I didn't, and that's okay. That's okay. Because you know what's really cool? When my kid and I went down to Yugo and we watched the eclipse, we literally could sit and look up through the sunroof because it was tinted. It was great. It was great. But yeah. Well, Kami, that would be a great idea, but I'm having problems staffing the store I have and trying to staff a store where I am not able to be there with people that I trust. It's a little tough. All right. Miss Cheryl F, you are first. Oh. I'm so sorry, YouTube. Everybody on YouTube was like, you're being a bitch. You're being a bitch. All right. So, for those of you guys that are in the Denver area, I will be in Denver from the 21st through the 23rd. I do have a live event on the 21st if you guys would like to grab a ticket. It is a mediumship event. So, yes. For those of you guys in the Northeast, I will have the dates and everything solidified here in the next couple of weeks. But I will be headed up. This is for Miss Cheryl, and you're already throwing cards at me, Miss Cheryl. I will be headed up through St. Louis, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Niagara, Philadelphia, Boston, Salem, New York, all up into Maine, all of those things. Just saying what I'm saying. All right, Miss Cheryl. It's funny, when I got to the end, you wanted to throw like 90 cards at me, not just one. Okay. Wow, Cheryl, you are going through a really, really interesting shift right now. Sometimes when we go through some level ups, we get into this interesting aspect of fuck this, fuck that, fuck you too. So, you have love and light, motherfuckers. Then you have F.U. Buddha, enlightenment sucks. And then you have the devil in drag, identity crisis. Notice the colors got really intense really quickly. Miss Cheryl. If I cannot drop the cards, you can always tell a brand new deck because they're like, oh, you're touching me. You're touching me. Miss Cheryl, this eclipse really affected you in a very awesome, interesting way, because I would bet after seeing this that you are a cardinal sign or you have multiple cardinal sign placements. And here's why. Because all of the cardinal signs, this eclipse hit really hard with, I am not taking any more bullshit at all. That's where this love and light, motherfuckers, comes in. In other words, if you're going to be around Cheryl, you're going to be good, you're going to be kind, you're going to be nice, or you're going to fuck off. That's plain and simple. Cheryl is not playing anymore. She is not doing any of this aspect of, well, let me slide in behind your back and stab you a few times or whatever I need to do. I would bet that especially with this newfound attitude, a lot of people are unhappy around you right now, Cheryl. And those are the ones that actually have been using you the most. The next one is the F.U. Buddha card, and this is Enlightenment Sucks. If y'all have not reached one of the phases in your spiritual path where you realize that enlightenment is stupid, and yes, I said it like that on purpose, then you haven't leveled up enough yet. You'll get there. You'll get there. Trust me. Every single person does, especially when it comes to a spiritual journey. So when you have a spiritual awakening, that shit doesn't pause and it doesn't end. Once you're on the train, you're on the fucking train. There is no getting off. It doesn't stop anywhere. You think it does, but it doesn't. It just kind of pauses. It just barely slows down and it shows you the station and then goes and takes off again. It sucks. You don't get off this train. You don't get off this train. You get to points where you realize that you can't go back down into the matrix and be worried about, oh, well, what way should I mow my grass this time? No, it's not the case. Cheryl, that's exactly where you are right now. You've hit this, you know what, motherfuckers, you can be love and light or you can go the fuck on down the road. And you know what? This growth sucks. It fucking sucks because sometimes you get to be this person and there is no getting out of it. And it sucks because as you level up, as you gain more enlightenment, as you gain more knowledge about yourself, about your path, etc., then you start to realize that the vast majority of the people around you suck. They fucking suck. For those of you guys asking if I sell these, I absolutely do. If you would like to order a set, I am actually putting in an order tomorrow for Oracle cards. I meant to put in an order today and I got sidetracked by somebody that came into the shop and needed some help with some stuff. So if you would like to order a set, I got you. Okay. So shoot a message to the site, let us know, and I'll get a big order placed tomorrow. Miss Cheryl, the last one you have here is the Devil in Drag, which is an identity crisis. When you go through all of this aspect of leveling up, realizing that enlightenment fucking sucks, that it sucks, you go through an identity crisis. You go through an identity crisis because you thought things were one way and then you found out they were completely a whole other opposite, other side of the world. You have no idea what's going on kind of way, and you don't know how to feel about it. Miss Cheryl, welcome to the land of the spiritual awakening. Welcome to the land of the spiritual awakening. Here's going to be my advice for this identity crisis aspect of this part of the awakening that you're in. If one day you feel like this, and the next day you feel like this, and the next day you feel like this, and the next day you feel like this, that is perfectly fucking fine. It's perfectly fucking fine. Be authentic to you. Be authentic to how you feel that particular day, moment to moment. There's days where, like today, I have my hair pulled up. I feel like a badass, like punk rock bitch. I had on my big old knee-high black boots, and yeah, I was on it today with some people. Like I kicked a solicitor out of my shop, all those other things. And then, you know what? I may wake up tomorrow and be curly frou-frou Bodie. I don't know. Just be true to who you are. That's part of this whole enlightenment process, is to be true to who you are. I joke about this one thing a lot, but it makes perfect sense. I know that the vast majority of y'all are a lot like I am, and you love weird spiritual clothes, and you love scarves, and you love black shit, but you also love colored shit, and you love fancy shit, and then you love sweatpants. You know what I mean? Like all of the things, right? So I had someone I dated a long time ago, like 4 years ago, who jokingly said one time, he was like, babe, you are either a complete, put together, beautiful, gorgeous queen, or you are a hippie trash fire. And I am down with the hippie trash fire. I am happy to be a fucking hippie trash fire. Be the hippie trash fire, okay? Be the hippie queen trash fire. So, Miss Cheryl, this is normal. It feels like you're going insane. It feels like you're ready to just completely burn the whole world down. But this right here, this is normal, okay? We got you. I promise. Some of us have been there, done that. We got you. Okay? We got you. I promise. And you know what? Tell everybody fuck off if you need to. Because if they're gonna jack up everything you got going on, you don't need them around any fucking way. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So somebody asked what the difference is between tarot and oracle. With tarot cards, you need to memorize what every single card in that deck means. There are 72 cards in every single tarot deck. So once you learn what the cards mean, you are then interpreting the artwork in that tarot deck. So say you have this tarot deck is for shadow work, this tarot deck is for relationships, then you're interpreting what the meaning of the card is with the artwork for the shadow work or for the relationship. Okay? Once you learn what each tarot card means, you pretty much can pick up any tarot deck and read with it like that. Now, oracle cards are a completely different monster. Oracle cards, there is no rhyme or reason to oracle cards. They all have a different number of cards. I have a deck that has 17 or 18 cards, and I have a deck that has 102. At one point I had a deck that had 144. That's fun. Actually, I have a deck that has 140 something, the tea leaf deck. I digress. But with oracle cards, every single deck is different. For example, we have the Naughty Oracle. I'll show you some of the ones I have sitting right here. I also have the Sacred Destiny deck is sitting right there. Y'all know my Mausolea deck. I read with this every Monday. I also have the Dark Mirror deck over here. I have the Shaman's Dream. I have the Talisman Oracle. Like I have oh God, I have a problem. I have a ton of decks sitting right here. Every one of them is different. Every one of them is different. So the thing about oracle is, now some of them you do have to learn. Some of them, there is no rhyme or reason to the cards. You have to read the fucking book. I do have the Kali Oracle deck. Oh my God, it is phenomenally beautiful. If y'all have never seen that deck, worth it. Completely worth it. However, it's in Sanskrit. I don't read Sanskrit, so I have to use the book because I don't know what that word means. I've had the deck long enough that I know kind of what each card means. But, for example, with this one, fucked above, fucked below, fucked within, you know damn well what that card means. Most oracle decks are very, very easy to use, to learn, etc. This is why I think a lot of people prefer oracle over tarot. I love tarot cards and I have multiple decks, but here's my problem. I have a broken brain and sometimes my memory is not the greatest. So trying to shove everything, all of the meanings of those 72 cards, I've tried repeatedly over the years and I can't. Like I kind of semi know what some of them means, but I can't. I just can't. Oracle cards, however, I get those in a flash. Those are easy. So that is the main difference. For those of you guys wanting to order a set of these, if you want to message the site, say, hey, I want to order a Naughty Oracle deck. Or if you want to place an order, whatever, just shoot us a message. If it's over, I usually only order like 2 or 3. So if it's over 2 or 3 of these decks, then we may have you pay for them in advance and I can just shoot them to you. What's X? Then we may have you pay for them in advance and I can just shoot them to you. What's a broken brain? When I was 19, I contracted bacterial meningitis and I died a couple of times, once in the ER, once in the ICU. So because I was misdiagnosed for so long as just having, I do have hemiplegic migraines, but they told me everything. They lumped it into that. I was misdiagnosed for almost, over 20 years. Until they finally realized that I had epilepsy, that I have damage to my left temporal lobe over here. And for those of you guys that don't know much about the brain, as I did not until I got diagnosed with this, the left temporal lobe is A, where your word bank sits, and B, where your memories sit, your long-term memories. So it's hard for me sometimes to keep things in there. And eventually I will be like Drew Barrymore on 50 First Dates, where she forgets everything until she wakes up. You know what I mean? When she wakes up, she'll forget everything. A lot of my long-term memories are already gone. It's Swiss cheese in there. So it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your 2-year-old nephew didn't make it. I'm so sorry. Bacterial meningitis in general, there's bacterial, there's viral. Y'all, it's not funny. It is not something to fuck around with. When they came out with the vaccine, I had every one of my kids get it, because I cannot explain to you the pain of that headache. If you guys don't know what meningitis is, it is where your brain swells. It's basically an infection in the fluid around your brain. There's nowhere for your brain to go. If your arm swells, it can swell way out here. However, your brain is encased in bone. There's nowhere for it to go. So it is by far the worst pain I have ever had in my life. I've had 2 C-sections. I've taken a softball bat to the jaw. It is by far the worst pain I've ever had in my life. I would not wish it on anyone. Really, even someone I hated. I'm trying to think if there is anybody that I could say I would wish that on, but I don't know, man. Like, it is probably one of the most painful things ever. It is not something to play around with. It is not something to play around with. So yeah, not something to play around with. And it is contagious, just so you guys know. Just saying what I'm saying. Miss Florence, you're next. Yeah. Bacterial and viral are 2 different things. The only way for them to tell what type you have and what could help it is to do a spinal tap. And if y'all have never had a spinal tap, that is right up there with the fucking pain scale. Spinal taps are fucking stupid. They hurt like a motherfucker. They hurt like a motherfucker. Are fucking stupid. They hurt like a motherfucker. They hurt like a motherfucker. So yeah. So yeah. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys saying, you know, all the nice things. It is what it is. And I look at it this way. If that hadn't happened, I would not be where I am right now. Especially if they do it wrong and the fluid leaks out. A CFS leak. Oh my God. If y'all have ever been really dehydrated, you know how you feel, okay? You know how you feel when you're dehydrated. Imagine that your brain is dehydrated. So if you have a leak in your spinal fluid, it literally deflates around your brain. And that right there is it's horrendous. It's horrendous. So I had to, and here's the thing too with the spinal tap, we're going to get really, really gross. Y'all ready? While I'm drawing Miss Florence's cards. If y'all have never had a spinal tap, there's no real way for them to, now I assume that they use ultrasounds and stuff, correct me if I'm wrong, but in 1996, they just had to poke at the needle until they got it in between 2 discs. There was no way to know. They just poked. They just poked. And I will say, even with that intense of a headache, and even with a fever of like 104, it was way over 104, I felt it. I felt it. I felt it. They still kind of poke. Yeah. Yeah, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. And I get it. I get it. You know, I understand, like, it's not like they can just go, oh, there's a knuckle right there. You can't see that. You can't see that. So yeah, they fucking suck, man. They fucking suck. But it's nothing to play around with, guys. Anything at all to do with the head is absolutely nothing to hang up for the night. Okay. I lost my grandmother to an aneurysm. I lost my mother to an aneurysm. I almost lost my sister to an aneurysm. So I have to have an MRI about, now I'm at every 2 years, but for a while it was like every 6 to 8 months. If you have the worst headache of your life, if you have a headache that changes or shifts, and it is not, like say you have chronic migraines or tension headaches, you know what those feel like. You know what those feel like. Like I know I get the headband like this, or I feel like someone's hit me in the back of the head. Like I know that's my normal headache. When it's a different kind of headache, don't fuck around with that. A really high fever, don't fuck around with that. A headache that causes vision changes that you know is not your normal type of ocular migraine, hemiplegic migraine, etc. Don't fuck around with that. Don't fuck around with it, please. Okay, please. If we'd have paid more attention, my mom always had migraines, so when she said she had a real bad headache, we assumed it was a migraine, and she was here that day, and by midnight she was gone. So with my sister, she had a headache, and it was weird, different than her normal headaches, and because we had just lost our mom like a month before, she went to the hospital, and they were like, oh yeah, you have an aneurysm. So yes, please, 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 guys, don't fuck around with your brain. Don't fuck around with your brain, okay? It is a terrible, terrible thing to go through. And if you can catch it early enough, my sister had a surgery. They clipped the aneurysm off. She is good. In fact, it changed her from this crazy wino person to a fucking soccer mom. Like, it's hilarious. I was all get out. But they can help. They can fix it. Okay? They can fix it. If you wait too long, there's nothing that they can do. Okay? Don't fuck around with it. Please, 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 please. Don't fuck around with it. Okay? I'm begging you. I'm begging you. And for those of you guys that have kiddos and so on, normally I'm not big on oh God, that scared the shit out of me. Normally I'm not big on, you know, telling you guys to do this or that or whatever. That right there is one thing that I would beg you guys to do. Like, really, really consider getting that meningitis vaccination. It is utterly horrible. Meningitis is utterly horrible. It is utterly horrible. Okay, so please, please consider that. Just coming from someone that used to be a kid. I had it at 19, and yeah, I mean, I am beyond lucky to be here. I died once in the ER, I died once in ICU, and I was in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be walking. I'm lucky to be talking. I'm lucky to have had children. I'm lucky to have gone to college. I'm lucky to have done any and all of those things. So most people that get a meningitis, if they survive, they usually have brain damage. Some of them can never walk again. So you guys, please don't fuck around with that. There's your Bodhi PSA. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's read some naughty oracle cards for Miss Florence. Let's read some naughty, yeah. My cousin had it as a baby and is deaf. Yeah, your brain is literally swelling and pushing against your skull. There is nowhere for it to go. There is nowhere for it to go. So yeah. Thank you, Kay. All right, Miss Florence. Oh my God, you can't make this fucking shit. What the fuck? I love to, y'all are going to see, some of y'all can see exactly what I'm saying. You can't make this shit up for. But this is 24, then 23. I also just now realized that this is number 24. It is 2024. Ready? Thank you, Spiritual Sunshine. I watch when you guys were talking about when I said, hey, let's put in the chat like who it is you miss. Like, who's been on your mind a lot lately? A lot of you guys have lost your mothers. That's not a club anybody really wants to be in. It's not. No matter the relationship you had with your mother, whether it was amazing, wonderful, you were best friends, or y'all didn't talk for 20 years. Losing your mom is a weird thing. It's a weird gut punch thing. That is the person that physically actually made you and brought you into the world. So it's losing your mom is not a cool club to be in this year. Oh my gosh, tomorrow will be 10 years since I lost my mom. I had to think for a minute. I'm like, oh my God, I thought it was Saturday. No, it'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. So you guys get to hang out with me at the shop. It'll be tomorrow. So yeah, 10 years. It's a very, very weird thing to experience. It's a very weird thing to experience. So yeah. All right, Miss Florence. Ready? Y'all are going to see exactly what I mean whenever I said, oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Whenever you guys see this card, you can't make this up. Y'all watch me shuffle. This is the Love and Light Motherfuckers card again in the first position. Again. Cheryl and Florence, apparently y'all are both in this same mood. But yours is a little different. You are in this, I am done with your fucking negativity. I am done with your bullshit. You can be cool or you can fucking take off. Because you have Loony Luna Sister. Remove all of the negative energy and their imprints. So, you know how I just said that you were done with people's negativity? This would be why. This would be why. If you have not started the process of purging your life, of clearing shit out, of whatever it is you need to do to get people's funky ass stupid shit vibes off of you, now's the time. Now's the time. Just saying what I'm saying. Now's the time. The other thing is this. The last one you have is the cracked crystal, and this is time to heal yourself. Miss Florence. By getting to the place where you refuse to let other people fuck up your day, fuck up your vibe, fuck up any place that you are going in the world, when you get to that point, it's then time to purge. Whether this means to go through and purge all of the people off your Facebook friends list that you don't even know, or the ones that their whole fucking feed is negative bullshit. Or maybe you need to actively work at changing your algorithm, either on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever it is, to get rid of this stupid ass shit. Once you get through with all the stupid negativity, it's time to heal you. This doesn't necessarily mean shadow work either, guys, okay? I know some of you are like, oh my God, she's going to tell her to... No. Healing yourself is all about doing what you need to do to process trauma, to process hurt, to process negativity, to process people leaving your life, to process any of those things. This can be anything from shadow work to therapy, to self-care, to alone time, to being okay with being by yourself. That is a huge thing right there. We get conditioned, especially with any kind of trauma bond with somebody, we get conditioned to the idea that we can't survive by ourselves. If you leave, you won't have my income, or you won't have this house or whatever. So you lose your security. Does that make sense? We get conditioned to that. Sometimes being alone and being good with being alone is the most powerful healer that you can possibly have. Speaking from experience. Just saying what I'm saying. Miss Florence, it is time for you to do you. For you to cut off all of these motherfuckers and for you to heal yourself. Okay? Miss Melanie K, you are next, sweet pea. I keep saying that I need to put out a video about the near-death experiences. Here's what's funny. I've actually been working on that video for like 3 months. 3 months. Y'all have no idea how long it takes to edit certain videos. Some of them, not so long. But to edit certain videos, it's fucking terrible. Fucking sucks. All right, Miss Melanie. All red and black. You ready? You ready? This is one of my favorite cards. This is this one in the middle. The first one is Angel Anarchy. Move away from control. Miss Melanie, it is absolutely time for you to move away from people that A, want to control you, and situations that you feel you need to control. A lot of times too, when we get in a trauma relationship or in anything like that where we feel like we need to control a situation, and if you're a cardinal sign, it's even worse. Moving away from situations that you feel like you need to control will also help you learn to relax. It will lessen your anxiety. It will help you learn to relax. Doesn't mean that it will erase it, but it will help. Okay? But moving away from people and situations that want to control you, yes, run away from that shit on whatever motorcycle you can hop on. Go on down the road. You don't need that. This goes for all of you. Okay? Y'all don't need to be around any single person that wants to control anything about you. That should be a red fucking flag. It should be a red flag. Okay? This is my favorite card in this deck. This card. You have all single digits. 1, 6, 8. This is the number 6. This is Cat Shat. This is Connect to Your Psychic Site. I love this card. It might be the funniest fucking card. This whole deck is awesome, but this right here is the Cat Shat card. And I fucking love it. So, sometimes we allow people to control us. We allow ourselves to get into a situation so we can be controlled because our abilities are through the roof and they're painful. And so if we don't have to deal with our abilities or learn how to use them, then cool. We don't got to deal with it. I'm just saying. People that have really intense abilities, especially as a kid, you tend to do one of two things. One of three things. One, you shut them off. You shut that door and you never ever open it again. Because either your parents or whoever told you were weird, or that we don't talk about those things, or 2, you get into some kind of addictive action, whether it is substances, people, etc. You get into some kind of addictive action. When it's not substances, it tends to be people, because narcissists absolutely love empathic people. They love people that have big, big gifts that are really open, because that's a lot of energy they can feed off of, and they can twist and turn and pull you how they need to. The third one is, and this is very, very small amount, you embrace these gifts and you move forward with them. But in this case, I would bet you have shut your gifts off, especially with this control. I would bet you have shut your gifts off. See the red and the black? You see where we're going with this? The next one is this. This is the Dickweed Death card, and this is time for a rebirth. Time for a rebirth, Miss Melanie. Again, red and black. I have one hair that just went in my ear, and I swear to God, it touched my brain. That is the beauty of this hair growing out, is every now and then it's like boop right in your ear and it like touches your whole fucking brain. Y'all know what I say, what I mean when I say you get like the heebie-jeebies? You know what I mean? Like that right there. Yeah. So, Miss Melanie, it is absolutely 100% time for you to have a new beginning. Connect back to your fucking psychic abilities. And whoever it is that is trying to control you, I have a feeling from seeing these that this is a person. They need to kick every rock. Not just a few rocks. They need to kick every fucking rock. All the rocks. Tell them to go kick all the rocks. Everywhere. Just saying what I'm saying. Every fucking rock. Yeah. All right. Miss Chelsea Smart. You ready? Barefoot. Exactly, Carl. Go do it barefoot. Carrie, I'm sorry. It looked like an L. Go kick all the rocks. Every fucking rock. My favorite thing to say is, please kiss every ass that I don't have. Because that is billions of asses. If you just tell somebody to kiss your ass, that's one ass. If you tell them to go kiss every fucking ass that you don't have, that is billions of asses. It's gonna be a long time before they bother you again. Just saying what I'm saying. You see, you gotta turn around like that. I'm just saying. Think about it. Think about it. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I know I'm not. If I tell you to kiss my ass, that's just one ass. Why don't you go kiss every ass in China? Kiss every other ass in Oklahoma that I don't have. Just that alone. Because there's like, I think there's like almost 1 million people in Oklahoma. Now I don't remember. I know that there's 490 something thousand in Tulsa. So even if you just kissed one ass a day, that's 492,000 days. You're not going to live that long. Even if you kiss 2 asses a day in Tulsa, you're not going to live that long. And then you have to catch up because there are babies born all the time. Like Tulsa's a pretty big city. Think about it. It's 500,000 people. So Tulsa's a pretty big city, which means there are babies born all the time. So there's always more asses getting added to the ass pile just in Tulsa. Just saying. You're welcome. Miss Chelsea Smart. Okay. This deck thinks it's funny. I love this deck. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Miss Chelsea, you start off with the cracked crystal. It's time to heal yourself. So what's interesting is I've read for you a lot over the last few years, Miss Chelsea. And I know that you have been doing an intense amount of self-healing, of shadow work, of going through the fucking ringer back and forth and ebb and flow. And I know that you're coming out of one of those really, really hard times of, I don't want to say learning, but you know exactly what I'm saying. One of those times of just absolutely and utterly having everything demolished and building it back up. It's happening for a reason, because looking at these cards here, well, I'll show you. The next one, as I say, you can't make this shit up, is the Cat Shack card in the second position again. And this is connecting to your abilities, connecting to your gifts. The last one, though, is Bitchy Witchy, which is connect to Mother Earth. Is that not... Here, I'll show you. I'll show you guys on YouTube. Hang on. Is that... Look at it. Just saying what I'm saying. I'll tell you what, too. If you guys order one of these decks from me, if you would like me to. I don't want to open a deck unless you'd like me to, but I'll happily sign the inside of it for you. So Miss Chelsea, with these right here, like this, this is an issue. This is an issue. This is time for you to level up. Thank you, Miss Josie. This is time for you to level up. It's time for you to stop and pause and heal yourself. And it's time for you to connect to your gifts. I know what you do for a living, and I know that you are a healer. You are a healer. Okay? Connect to those gifts. But you're going to have to make sure that when you connect, you ground the shit out of yourself, because connecting to your gifts takes a lot of energy, especially when you full on jump into them. If you haven't been utilizing them, even if you had, and then you kind of turn them back off a little bit, or you put them on the back burner, you have to start regrounding in a new and different way. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit of information. And this is kind of for all of you, not just Chelsea. Okay. This is for all of you. With this eclipse, if you guys didn't see the video, the astrological forecast and so on for this week, this eclipse energy can last up to 6 months. 6. Now, the more cardinal placements you have, the harder it's going to hit you up front, and the shorter that duration is going to be. The less cardinal placements you have, it's not going to hit you as much up front as it's going to drag the fuck out. Every single one of you needs to learn to ground yourself in a new way. Not just going outside and putting your feet in the dirt. Not just standing in the fresh air. You need to start leveling yourself up actively on purpose. Okay? Actively on purpose. Chelsea, that's where you're at. Because of opening up these gifts, because of healing yourself, you've got to actively push yourself to be more. If you guys have been really thinking about ordering a new book, learning something new, leveling your practice up, leveling yourself up, etc., this is the time to do it. Okay? This is the time to do it. Let me refresh my list here. Taking forever. Taking forever. Okay. Miss Kathy Mazzell, are you ready? Okay, I thought that was just one. That was like 3. Okay. All right then. For those of you guys that have OCD, just a show of hands, how many of you have to sort your Skittles or your M&Ms? For those of you guys that have OCD, how many of you have to chew exactly the same amount of Skittles or M&Ms on both sides at the same time? Like, you have to eat them in even numbers, so each side gets the exact same amount of chew. Is that not ridiculous? When you say it out loud, is that not the most ridiculous thing? But you know damn well if you don't do it, that it's not right. It's not right. Not right. I love everybody's over like, it does feel odd. There you go. Oh my God. 22, 23, 2. Miss Kathy, this is so funny. Okay, you ready? You ready? See, you guys learned something new. You learned that you weren't alone in having to chew the exact same thing on the exact same side, so you have the same pressure and it feels the same. Otherwise, it feels like weird. It feels weird. All right. Ready? Miss Kathy, you have It's a Shit Show. Become aware. Look at how funny this card is. It's literally a shit show. It's a shit show. You need to start paying attention. Yes, Miss Kathy, and this is yours. You need to start paying attention because there is a crazy amount of shit show craziness around you going on right now. I find it interesting that it's 22, 23, 2. Yours is a little easier fix though. Okay? Because then you have the Loony Luna sister, which is removing all of the negativity and its traces. And the next one is the arsehole ancestor. This means that you have someone fucking with you ancestrally, not in real life, meat sack person, somebody that's already passed. Because I've read for you more than a few times, and because I've done more than a few mediumship reads for you, this would be somebody that you've had issues with in the past that is causing some stupid bullshit around you. This is not just spicy ancestors. I do love that Kay says. This is not just spicy ancestors. And this is something that I have to tell people a lot. Not every spirit guide has your best intentions in mind. Not every ancestor has your best intentions in mind. They were a dick in real life. They are a dick on the other side. They have shit to learn just like you have shit to learn. So, Miss Kathy, with all of the stuff that's been going on, all of the weird tiny things that have been happening, that have been falling apart, like whatever the fuck it is, all of the weird ass shit that's been going on, take some time and cleanse every fucking thing. Everything. And the next time you cook, you can throw some ground sage and some rosemary on whatever meat it is you're cooking. No one's gonna know because you're just seasoning up the shit. And you're gonna cleanse all the shit and protect them at the same time. Cleanse your space, cleanse your house, cleanse yourself, cleanse your people, cleanse your car. Everything, all of it. One of the things that I did when I moved, I have had underneath my bed the same 4 selenite sticks and the same piece of black tourmaline under my bed for almost 4 years. And when I moved, I thought, you know what? It is time to give those things rest. It is time to give those things rest. So I put a whole new grid under my bed. A whole new grid under my bed. Just saying what I'm saying. Now, this right here, you know exactly which ancestors I've pulled for you, and you know exactly which ones have caused some problems for you in the past when they were here. Just know that you do have one that's fucking with you. That's fucking with you. Okay? Just know that's a thing. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Cleanse every fucking thing, Miss Kathy. Okay? And again, this is when I'm probably gonna repeat this several times during this live. Y'all, do something different. Add something onto your routine. Take something away from your routine and move something up. Whatever it is you need to do. But you definitely need to be leveling up your protections, leveling up the things that you do. Okay. I saw somebody ask how far Owasso is from Sapulpa. I'm not sure. That would be a better question for Google, like Google Maps, because Sapulpa to Tulsa is less than 10 minutes. Owasso to Tulsa is about 20, depending on the time of day. If you're going, well, if you're in Owasso that day and you're coming out in the evening, Saturday's usually not super bad on rush hour traffic. During the week, though, you don't want to be going into Owasso between 4 and 6 o'clock. Like, no, ma'am. It is standstill traffic. So maybe 30 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic, because it's completely other side. It's completely other side. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Miss Megan West, you ready? So I will say that depending on the size of the truck that you have, I'm right off the turnpike. Like, when you're coming into Tulsa, well, depending on what way you're coming in, when you're coming in, if you come in from Oklahoma City, I'm literally right off the turnpike. There's a huge, I'm trying to think, because they actually bring big, massive trucks through here all the time because of the oil fields and because of the wind farm. So we get the turbines going through here a lot. So they have to shut down the entire roads. On a Saturday, there is a bank directly across the street from me that has a massive parking lot that will be empty as fuck. Also, there's usually a lot of parking in front of my shop because every other business is closed on this street right here. So there's that. I was trying to think if there was any other places. There is also, when you're coming into town, there is a big feed store, and right on the other side is a massive gravel parking lot. That's only like 2 blocks from here. So yeah. Yeah. So for those of you guys asking about hours, they are updated on Google. We are only open to the public Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 to 6. We're there Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's when we're packing orders, making shit, etc. So yeah. Yeah. Miss Megan, are you ready? Yeah. I'm not sure which card is going to be this fucking guy card, but apparently, anyway, we're going to start off with the number 9, which is Dead Dingoes Donga. That's like hard to say. Time for emotional healing. I know. So this is some shadow work, and this is figuring out why the emotions are emotions. This is feeling out why certain things are triggering you and certain things are not. Emotional damage is 100% right. But this card right here, apparently this eclipse has hit you really hard. Apparently a lot of the things that have been bothering you are bubbling to the surface, and unfortunately it's time to delve into why this is a thing. The other thing is this. This is the love and light, motherfuckers, which means while you're dealing with this emotional aspect and the emotional healing, anybody around you that wants to be a dick, anybody around you that wants to be hateful or whatever, they need to go all the way on about their separate way. In fact, they can just go kiss. We'll just give them a small amount of asses to kiss. They can kiss every ass in Bristow, Oklahoma. That is much less asses than Tulsa. Still will take them a very long time. And then You have bitchy witchy, which is connecting back to Mother Earth. So I'm curious. I'd be really curious, Miss Megan. What you did during the eclipse? Did you ground? Did you go look at it? Did you cry like a bitch like I did? Because I did. I cried like a bitch. My kid was making fun of me. I don't give a shit. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Anyway, I digress. Whatever you did during the eclipse, you need to pay attention to how you felt when you were doing it. So if you stood outside, if you were grounding, if you were breathing in the air and you felt amazing, think about going to do that again, but bigger, better. Go head out to a national park. Go head out to anywhere, a lake, a river, etc. You have a lot of things in here emotionally that you're going to have to deal with. It's been way, way down for too long, and it's bubbling to the surface, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. It is what it is. Sometimes some of us are really stubborn and we're like, I'll do it when I want to do it. And the universe is like, no, bitch, you get to do it right now. That's kind of where you're at. The universe is not being nice to you right now, Miss Megan, and I'm sorry. But like I said, this is the love and light, motherfuckers. Either you're nice or you're gone, one or the other. And please feel free to blame it on me. You are welcome to throw me under the bus. Hey, my spiritual advisor said that I can't have negative bullshit around me right now. Please send them my way, because I am all about cut off. I'm all about that shit. I did it repeatedly today. This is the first time I have ever lightly thrown someone out of my shop. I'm just saying. Lightly. I was nice about it. Seriously. If y'all need to use me as an excuse to have some negative motherfucker leave you alone, please feel free. I have no problem with that. You're welcome to say, hey, my spiritual advisor told me to tell you. It's just like my mama said to tell you. My spiritual advisor told me to tell you to fuck all the goddamn way off. Okay? And then go ground yourself. I'm just saying. Then go ground yourself. Okay? But, Miss Megan, this is the hard part right here. Just saying. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm curious if the eclipse was hard on you. If the energy last week, this weekend, and earlier this week was hard on you. Because this right here, the universe is not going to let you get off easy with it. So I would just dive into it. I would just dive into it. I'm curious, Megan, what sign are you? Thank you, cool kid. Well, I'll give you this little cheat sheet, guys. If the eclipse was really hard on you emotionally, depending on, this week has been very hard. You're a Taurus. Okay. Depending on what sign you are, what element you are, it's going to hit you a little different. Because this eclipse was in Aries, it's hitting you fire signs in almost a panic mode, okay? Because you guys are used to blazing forward, you're used to doing what you want. Like, fire signs are not known for sitting still. Fire signs are not known for just like, you know what? Just go ahead and do that, and I'll talk to you later. Fire signs are not known for that. Fire signs are in your face. They're going to do what the fuck they want. So this eclipse has all the fire signs unsure of themselves. Suddenly very unsure of themselves. And fire signs are also very confident. They are not right now. So if you guys are finding yourself second guessing decisions, if you're finding yourself like being, you know, a little worried about things, it's going to be hard for you to push through, especially when you're having self-doubt. But make little decisions and stick with them. If it's a big decision that you're stressed about, just table it for 5 minutes, even if it's just 5 minutes. Even if someone's in front of you, like, hey, you had to have this answer to me last week, I need it right now. Just stall, give yourself a couple minutes, say, hey, just let me get right back to you, but make sure you get back to them, okay? But give yourself a couple of minutes and then breathe, give them the answer. But make little bitty decisions and stick to them, okay? If you guys are an earth sign, this eclipse is hitting you in a very angry way. Every single earth sign I know has been ready to completely burn the fucking world down. Every single earth sign that I know is fed up, and they are not just sitting back anymore and saying, you know what, it'll be okay, I'll let it go, I'll let it go, I'll let it go, I'll let it go. Every single earth sign it's almost like it just rotated a little bit. All the fire went to the earth, all the grounding went to the air, all the communication went to the water, and all the emotions went to the fire. It's like it is shifted like that. Does that make sense? So you earth signs, there's a reason that this fiery shit has totally lit under your ass. There's a reason that you are cutting people off. There's a reason that you're letting go of shit. There is a reason that you are not talking to certain people ever again. There's a reason that you are ready to absolutely burn the fucking world down. It obviously needs to happen, earth signs. It obviously needs to happen. Remember when I said that sometimes when we're stubborn and we don't do things, the universe is like, no. Air signs, you guys got all the grounding. So you guys are super fucking grounded right now, and it's making you off kilter because you guys are used to all the logic. You're used to communication. You're used to talking. You're used to thinking through everything and kind of being able to go with the flow a little bit because logically you can see where this goes and that goes and this goes. And suddenly y'all's feet are sucked to the ground and you are super grounded and you don't know how to handle it. It's okay. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. You're not stuck. You're not in a rut. You're not being held down, air signs, okay? I promise. Just woo-saw, okay? Just woo-saw for a minute. I promise it'll be okay. All right? You'll get used to it and it'll start to lessen up a little bit, okay? Water signs. Suddenly, you're not as emotional as normal. You're just very calm and measured. You're like the air sign suddenly. Very calm and measured, looking forward, diving into all this research. Your communication skills are great. Embrace it, water signs, because y'all got like one of the better deals here. Y'all got one of the better deals. Air signs, y'all got a crazy good deal. And water signs, y'all got a crazy good deal as well. You two are making out the best in this. I'm just letting y'all know. Fire and earth, kind of off kilter. Kind of off kilter. But you water signs, you guys are getting all, I'm going to yawn, I knew it was coming. Y'all are getting all of this intense shit. All of this intense logic, this learning, this need to learn more. Embrace it. Embrace it. Okay? All right. Miss Tamara Jones. And for those of you guys that have reads this evening, if you can't stay awake, no big deal. I see you down there. I am recording this on YouTube, so you can go and watch it at any time. We're going to leave that one exactly how it wanted to fall. Oh my God. I forgot that some of these cards are like right on the verge of things. Okay. So first of all, you can't make this shit up. He agrees. You start off with Luna Sister, which is all about getting rid of all of the negative bullshit around you. All of it. This means people. This means situations. This means emotions. This means everything. For right now, while this shit's going on, there's no negative shit allowed in your space. Period. You do now. Don't be the toxic positivity shit. Okay, but you do need to absolutely obliterate anything negative. No negativity. Not allowed. Fuck off. See you later. Because you also have the dead dingo dongle. I hate saying this one because I always want to be like, da, 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 da. The dead dingo dongle. This is emotional healing. If you're going through emotional healing with this bullshit, with a whole bunch of negative stupidity, you can't do this. You can't do this and do this. It's one or the other. Personally, the negativity bullshit, that needs to go away, period. Like, you don't need that at all. But know that once you start pushing the negativity out and it's lessening all the time, this right here is going to start raising itself up, 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 up. When you go through this emotional healing, this is for anybody that gets this card. Just know that there's going to be people around you who aren't going to like it. They're not going to like it one fucking bit. Because when you heal emotionally, you no longer need to be in that push-pull aspect that they've had you in. Chelsea, I already did yours. I did yours. You were like one of the first ones. So you're gonna have to go back on YouTube and watch it. Yeah. And yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to go back and watch it. But I will say this, Miss Tamara. Why am I yawning so much with yours? This is like the third yawn with yours. Girl, sleep. Sleep. Ooh, sleep. Sorry, I think I'm funny. Your last card is Naked Jesus. And this is let yourself be vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't show anything, but I don't want anybody to throw a fit about it. And they will. What the fuck? This is why the negativity can't be here. Period. Because when you have to be vulnerable, when you have to be, we'll just do this so it's like shiny and nobody really sees. When you are, like, all of this is a circle. You have to cut the negative bullshit out so you can do the emotional healing, so you can be vulnerable. So you can cut more negativity out. Words! You see what I'm saying? It's a cycle. It's a cycle to get into. This right here, being vulnerable, is so fucking hard, especially if you have trust issues. And we all do. We all do. Every single one of us. Every single one of us has trust issues. Fight me. I said what I said. Every single one of us has trust issues. Because we learn as a young kid, as a very, very young kid, that not everybody is trustworthy. We learn that people lie to us. Being vulnerable is really, really fucking hard. So as I'm throwing this card out and I'm joking, you know, about it because I got to cover up the Jesus part, the naked Jesus part. It's hard. It's hard. Because we're not taught how to be truly vulnerable at all. Even kids that grow up with parents that allow them to be open and who they are and so on. As you reach adulthood, you're going to go through shit. And we learn that when we're vulnerable, people will 100% take advantage of us. So it's really hard for us to be vulnerable, especially when we have all of the emotional baggage on top of it and when we have all this negativity around us. So like I said, this right here is a cycle that you're going to have to start getting yourself into, if that makes sense. So it sucks, Miss Tamara, but it is part of growing. It is part of, what the fuck? Seriously, are you not sleeping? Are you not sleeping? Ma'am? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're not sleeping, honey. I know a lot of people have not been sleeping well really within the last week. It's been right around the eclipse and after. So I'm sorry you're not sleeping good. I'm sorry a lot of you are not sleeping good. I will say, this is a good cycle to get yourself into, I promise. I promise. And then B, if y'all don't already have a grid around your bed, do so. Okay? Woo! Do so. It will help. It will help. I have a piece of selenite in every single flat spot on my bed. Or every side, okay? Not in the corners, but like the head and the foot, right side, left side. And then I have a big piece of selenite under the middle of my bed. And I have other things around it, which y'all don't need to know about. But always start with selenite. That is a cleansing space, okay? That right there will make sure that your bed is an open, cleansed, safe space. It cleanses the space, cleanses the energy, it cleanses, you see what I mean? And then you guys add to it. Thank you, Miss Sandra. And then add to it. If you have cats or animals or things, etc., that children's that can carry those things off, you absolutely can put it under the mattress. Here's what I'm going to recommend, though. My nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. Find some very thin pieces of selenite, like some small ones, or you can put them in some Ziploc baggies and crush them up. Just leave them in the Ziploc baggies because that's like asbestos splinters. Like, they will get every fucking where, okay? Or you can do the corners of your room. If you have a ceiling fan in the middle, you can literally tie a little bag to it with the selenite and some more stones in it and make it a complete grid, okay? If you're going to repaint your room, you can crush selenite and put it in the paint. I do this with every single shop I have. Anytime I paint anywhere, what the fuck? Somebody's talking about me big time. Anytime I paint anywhere, I put selenite in the paint. And I have a friend that did this a long time ago, and somebody's like, oh, it's going to cause this and this and this, and you can't do that. Yes, you can. It's just an additive. It gets put in the paint. It doesn't come out. You don't breathe it in. Like, it's... I'm not going to go there. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Heather R. Save me from myself. If you have a rug in your room, you can also put it under the rug. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Either one, Miss Amber. You can actually do both if you want. Start with the grid underneath your bed, and then you can move out to the corners of your room. If you guys, here's another little tip, Yorada. If you guys have a bed that has a mattress and a box springs, you can move the mattress off the bed and ward the box springs, and then you can put the stones. You can, like, if you don't mind poking a little hole in your box springs, you can put them in the box springs. Then you don't have to worry about feeling them through the mattress like the Princess and the Pea. You don't have to worry about your cats or your kids or your dogs getting them, or your significant other. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. What? My nose is itching. Miss Heather. Okay. you start off with the arsehole ancestor. The time for ancestral clearing. As I mentioned before, not every spirit guide is good and has your best interest in mind. My phone is not charging, so let's see if we can fix that slightly. Hold on, TikTok. Hold on. There we go. I gotta get a new cord tomorrow. It's not charging. Like I said, not every ancestor is working for your highest good. The next one, I gotta look at it. Manifest the arse out of it. Dream big. This right here is all about you manifesting the massive things in your life and in your path. There's a reason that my favorite quote is from Buddha, and it is, what you think you become. Every single spiritual practice, every ascended master has a saying very similar to this. Y'all have heard mind over matter. Y'all have heard everything like that. It's true. What comes out of your face hole is manifestation. What you think about, what you dwell on continually is manifestation. Then you have zombie wants brains. Strengthen your boundaries. After you get this clearing done, and after you start your manifesting, you need to set your fucking boundaries hardcore. Because when you start manifesting stuff and things start changing for the better, guess what happens? All of these fucking zombies around you are going to come in for whatever kind of fresh meat they can get off of you. Because people are dicks and they have no boundaries. Okay? Just saying what I'm saying. Don't let them in. Setting boundaries is really, really hard for a lot of people because we are not taught as kids how to set healthy boundaries. We're not taught how to really say no to things that we don't want to do. Some people, they have no problem saying no. Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, no. But other people, the vast majority of the people, especially if you have any type of, I wanted to say big trauma, but really it's any type of trauma in your past, then you want everybody to be happy around you and you become a people pleaser. And so therefore you say yes to everything. So Miss Heather, you're going to have to start setting boundaries now. I know that this card is last, but with this ancestral clearing, you need to start setting those boundaries hardcore. Okay, even if they're the little ones, even if they're little boundaries, just start setting the little boundaries and move up, 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 up. Because as you start manifesting and as all of that good shit starts coming in, these motherfuckers are going to hobble their way in there and start trying to gnaw on all the shit. And that's just gross. Tell them go gnaw on something else. All right, Miss Samantha P. Brother. Hey, Miss Nicole. How are you, sweetheart? There's the Sam. Woo, okay, Sam, calm down, calm down, calm down. All right. Oh, my God. You ready? I know it's gonna yawn. We'll just start doing this. Woo, I'm really just making a butterfly. Oh, wait, it's not. This is the butterfly, right? There we go. We're just making the butterfly yawn. Good job. Sam, you have fucked above, fucked below, and fucked within. Time to center yourself. I love this card. I think it's fucking hilarious. Just saying what I'm saying. Then, well, let's start here. Calm down. Oh, wow, that's 23 and 24. So you have 18, then 23 and 24. So this card right here tells me that this eclipse really, really threw you off. It threw you off. Whether it shifted you really deeply, whether, I don't remember if you're a fire sign or an earth sign or what, whether it shifted something really deeply, whether it shifted your practice, it shifted you, it's got you off kilter. So here's the thing. The more off kilter you are from this crazy eclipse energy and everything going on, the more you're going to have to actively try continually during the day to keep yourself centered. This involves breath work, such as taking deep breaths. It involves grounding yourself, and that doesn't always mean just going outside. It involves all kinds of aspects to woo-saw center yourself again. I mentioned breath work because there's a reason, and I know you watched me for a while, Sam, but there's a reason that I have you guys take those 6 deep breaths every single time I do a Reiki session. Get yourself in the habit of doing the 6 deep breaths, as big in as you can take and as much out as you can take. It sounds stupid, and you're like, well, it can't be that easy. It is, but it's hard to get yourself trained to do those breaths, okay? Because the vast majority of the time, when we get stressed, we start breathing really fast, and we start like kind of stressing out, and then breathing even more fast, and then we get the panic attack. So by forcing yourself to take those 6 deep breaths every time that happens, it's going to start making yourself center, period. Aside from all the physical stuff that it does, spiritually, it's going to help you to center right back here. And here's the thing, when you're taking these deep breaths, you want to, this is going to sound weird to you guys, but I want you to really think about it. If you are under attack in any way from anybody, and we all are, because there is somebody in every single one of our lives that wants to talk about what a piece of shit we are. We are all the villain in at least one other person's story. So every single one of you has somebody actively manifesting against you at any given point, okay? They may not be going all out with some candles and some shit, but they may actively be talking about how they hope you fail, okay? Everybody knows that when you talk about centering yourself, everybody centers, this is my center, either right here or right here, yeah? Don't put your center there. Don't put your center there. Everybody knows it's right there. They know you're going to either center yourself right here in your solar plexus or in your heart. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's like telling somebody, you know, I replaced the locks on my doors, but I'm leaving a brand new key hanging from the doorknob. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because now they know exactly where the fucking key is, so they're just going to go get in your house again. You just kicked someone out, but you told them exactly where the key was for the new lock. Don't do that. You can actually change your center every fucking time you center. Every fucking time you center. You don't have to keep it in the same spot. Okay? Work on that while you're working on this. This is the Luna Sister, which is removing all the negative bullshit. Removing all the negative bullshit. Centering also includes getting rid of any negativity that's around you. Now, there's always going to be some negativity around all of us. It's just the world we live in, but we don't have to actively deal with it. Seriously. When you start to get a whole bunch of negative bullshit around you, I want you guys to keep in mind the only thing you can control is you and your reaction to the outside world. You can't control the outside world. You can't control other people. You can't control situations. But what you can do is control you. And if you have somebody in your life that's a negative Nelly, negative Nancy, negative Ned, whatever you want to call them, you don't have to interact with them. You really don't. You really don't. The less you interact with them, the less they want to interact with you. At first, they're going to be all about it. Why aren't you talking to me? Why haven't you texted me? Blah, 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 blah. They'll get the point. The next one, that's a number 23, and this is the number 22. It's a shit show. Become aware. Become aware. When you start to get really centered and you start to stop dealing with a lot of the negativity, becoming aware automatically becomes a thing. You'll become a lot more aware of everything around you, not just a few little tiny things. And things will get a lot more bright. Does that make sense? They'll get a lot more bright. That makes sense, Miss Sam? All right, let me refresh my list again here. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. You are so welcome. Well, we're glad you're here too, love. I think everything is closed out for the evening, yeah? There we go. Okay. Miss Charlene, you ready? See, I had you on my list. Man, I've been chugging water like nobody's business. Y'all know when you get dehydrated and you like can feel it in your eyeballs. Does that make sense? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Aww. Thank you for that, Miss Charlene. I love that. Charlene, the trucking queen. That just rolls right off. That just rolls right off the tongue. Thank you, Sam. I mean, seriously. I'm just saying what I'm saying. That just like rolls right off the tongue. That's like Lurleen, the trailer park queen. It just rolls. Yours is a little cooler though. I think yours is a little cooler than the trailer park queen. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Because like with you can just run the fuck over somebody. All Lurleen's gonna do is get her big ring. But you know, like, you just roll the fuck right over somebody. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. You can't make this shit up. I love these cards so much. Yeah, I would too. I mean, I should, oh, and you're an Aries. Oh my God, yeah. I should never, ever, ever be allowed behind the wheel of a big truck. I just shouldn't. I mean, I don't drive a huge SUV, but I drive a big SUV. I've driven some huge SUVs in the past, and yeah. Yeah, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed because it's not so much that I get angry or anything like that, but then I would be like, what can I safely run over? Let's see how much I can run over. You know what I mean? Like, what can this semi actually do? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd want to know. Like, how fast can I go in this thing and run shit over? Like, that's what I want to know. That's what I want. All right. You also start off with the fucked above, fucked below, fucked within, center yourself. What's interesting about this is driving a truck for a living. I would imagine it's a little hard to center yourself sometimes. Being always on the go, always traveling, always having different scenery. Well, the good thing is you're an Aries, so that probably really appeals to you. Cardinal signs love change. They love to shift. They love movement. Like, they don't like to sit still. So I would bet it's actually easier for you to center yourself than other people. I will say this, though. If you don't, I don't know what all you have that goes with you when you travel. This is driving me nuts. Whatever is up with my eyeball. I don't know what you have that goes with you when you travel, but taking something with you that helps you center, that helps you stay you when you're in a new place, whether you're someplace you've been 500 times or someplace brand new. Oh my God, times. Sorry, my Oklahoman came out. No matter what it is, you need something that helps you center you. For me, like it's this. Like I don't ever take this off. I don't ever take this off. It's always on me. The few times I do take it off, I feel weird. Like I feel like something's wrong. I'm so used to the weight of this being right here. Oh, I'll bet. Being that you're in Aries and this eclipse was in Aries, this affected you on a really deep level. And so you need something. I'm trying to think of the best ways, like portable things that are easily done while you're traveling. I will say this. This is something I was taught as a kid, is to, I carry dirt with me. I carry dirt or wood or something from a place where I feel grounded. So carrying dirt with you from your home is like, it's a superstition, a folklore, a tradition or whatever in several different cultures. And I was taught to, when I'm traveling, to take something from my house, to take dirt, to take wood, to take whatever. What's really funny is it's actually in a lot of vampire folklore that they couldn't travel without having dirt from their home with them. Like if they lost the dirt, they were stuck wherever they were. Like they couldn't leave. Having something that centers you like that will help you tremendously. I don't know if that's something that you have or that you carry with you or whatever, but it's something I would recommend. I also pick up random weird pieces of wood. One of these days, I will paint a few of them and they'll be for sale in the shop. But I pick up wood wherever I go, in weird places. Sometimes it's a piece like this. Sometimes it's literally a whole branch. But this is why my car fills up really quick. But things like that, those things will help center you, help to keep you sane, help to keep you, if that makes sense. I don't know why I was doing that, to help to keep you. The next card is the Angel Anarchy card, which is move away from control. You do that with rocks. I pick up rocks everywhere. It's so bad. And then I have to label them. So I'm like, I don't remember where I got that rock. But pay real close attention to the things, the people, the situations that are trying to control you, that are trying to force you to comply, that are trying to force you to be the things that you absolutely despise being, the things you don't want to be. Yeah. Sleeping on your native soil. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's in a whole bunch of different practices, a whole bunch of different cultures. Yeah. And the last one, manifest the arse out of it. So whatever it is that you're manifesting there, Miss Charlene, now's the time. Now is 100% the time. I don't know if you needed a sign to tell you it was time to manifest, or maybe you had put it on the back burner or whatever it is, but now is absolutely 100% the time to do that. What's really funny is when I pull these and as I'm reading for you, I feel like there is something really specific that you are wanting to know about. And these are not they don't seem like they're uber super specific. But here's what I'm going to say. Because centering yourself, making sure that you're moving away from things, people, situations that want to control you, and then starting to manifest the massive manifestations that you have. All three of these are humongous pieces of the pie. If you don't have a center, if you don't have, you know, the boundaries, and if you don't have like the filling, etc., it doesn't, nothing else matters. Does that make sense? Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Sometimes when you guys get a reading and it seems to be like things you already know, like, oh, I know I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing this. It's not so much that it's the universe or whatever going, okay, bitch, look, like, you know you're supposed to be doing this, you're not doing it. It's not so much that as it is, if you just one more time, just do this, do this, do this. And it'll help you to open up and see the other thing that you need to do. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Hope that made sense. And I know damn well you'd be buying your own truck next year. You deserve it. You deserve a badass, big old pink truck with spikes coming out the front. Yeah, I've yet to see a truck like that. I think that needs to happen. Purple, even better. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Either one. Either one. Yeah, purple and silver looks really good together. Purple and gold looks good together. I'm just saying. Yes! I'll tell you what, when you get that new truck, you let me know, and I will send you something special for it. My treat. I'm not really either. I've been wearing a lot of gold, though, here lately. But yeah, I'm not almost everything I own is silver. But yeah, I've been wearing a lot of gold lately. So yeah. Exactly, Goth Luna Moth. One more time sometimes helps people find the needle in the haystack. One more time sometimes helps people find the needle in the haystack. Miss Kristin B, are you ready? I did that the other day. Every now and then I'll mix silver and gold together. When I'm like, well, I really want to wear this, but I also really want to wear this. And see, I'm not even a white gold person. I like all of them, don't get me wrong. But I don't own a lot of gold. I think some of it is because of, it just doesn't look good on me, on my skin tone. Y'all didn't see that yawn. It doesn't look good on me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Rose gold is your favorite? I had my hair rose gold for a little while. I love stupidity. I love stupidity. I just can't with some people. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I know you're trying to troll, but like, that was a terrible troll. Like, come on, man. I mean, if your tarot cards are getting you pregnant, like that's I'm not touching that one. Not touching that one. Your boss has been after you to buy the truck you're driving now. Well, is it purple? I mean, if it's not, then it's not your truck, right? I mean, think about it. That's like, you know, saying that you didn't cheat on your husband, you got pregnant from a god. You know, things like that. It wasn't some other person. It was my cards. Yeah, my cards got me pregnant. All right, Miss Kristin, I should probably read your cards before I get myself in trouble. Hey, I think I'm funny. I think I'm funny. At least you pulled out a new card. Everybody else has been getting some of the same cards. I'm just saying. You are so welcome, Charlene. I definitely gotta not go down that road because I could be really, really funny about that for a while. Just, you know, far-fetched things. Far-fetched things. Aw. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad y'all think I'm funny too. It is really funny to just sit here and be talking to the phone, you know? Just saying. Just saying. Okay, Kristin. Kristin's like, bitch, read my cards. You got them out in front of you. Do it. All right. You also, this is the this fucking guy card. And now that I said it, it won't come back out. But I'm actually almost done with my list anyway. This is the Luna sister card. And getting rid of all the stupid negative bullshit around you. Self-explanatory, obviously. But this is a specific person because the very next card you have is the Energy Vampire, and this is cut those cords now. This is a specific fucking person. And this is obviously somebody that has been doing this to you for a long fucking time, because when you cut this person off, this is the Devil in Drag and the Identity Crisis card. So this is somebody that has been around for a long time. This is somebody that has been absolutely sucking your energy, completely fucking gone for so long. And here's the thing. If you have somebody around you that's an energy vampire, that's negative as fuck, when they're sucking all of the energy out of you, they are like replacing it. Like it's like a vacuum. You know, when you're pulling all of the air out of something, something else has to go in there. So as they're pulling all of the energy out of you, they're shoving the negativity that they have in. This is why after they're around you for a while, they're super happy and you are just down in the dumps. You're ready to go cry in bed for years. And they're just like, chip, you know, ha, 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 happy cheer, you know. This is how energy vampires work. This is how they work. This is a specific person. And when you cut them off, just know that it's going to throw you into an identity crisis. It's going to throw you into... Are you looking on? It's going to throw you into this whole... Let me start over. When you don't have somebody draining your energy and draining your happiness and draining all of the good, you're going to feel weird. You're going to feel weird because you've been so used to this for so long. You're not used to this person anymore. Does that make sense? It's like when you have been held under somebody else's rules for so fucking long, and then suddenly you get your own house and you can do what the fuck you want. You can take a long shower. You can drink out of the milk carton. You can put your feet on the furniture. You know what I mean? Suddenly you can do what you want. And at first you're like, yeah, and you're going to do all the things, but then you feel weird. Do you know exactly what I mean? All of us had parents that had a rule, had some kind of weird rule. And so when we got our own house, that was the first thing we did was break that fucking rule. And even though you did it, you were like, yeah, you still felt weird. You felt like you were going to get in trouble. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. So, cut this motherfucker off. ASAP. Okay? Like yesterday. And know that it's going to be a very interesting thing. Okay? You cut them off about a week and a half ago. Good. Good. I would say that there is something that still got them tied to you. It still got them tied to you. Whether it's something karmically or whatever, it still has them tied to you. I will say this too. Sometimes when we cut cords with somebody, they've had a tie to us for so long that it's almost as if you've given them a piece of you. Have loved this person, if you have protected this person, if you have done anything at all to help them, you've given them your energy. Especially for those people we love that we protect, you give them your energy, and you have to do a bit of an energy retrieval to get it back. Okay? So if you haven't done a full cord cutting, I would also call your energy back from this person. And just know that if they're not ready to let you go, they will feel it, and they will be calling you or texting you or coming by or whatever. Okay? Okay? Good night, Miss Charlene. Well, I would love that. I would absolutely love that, my dear. Drive safe, okay? I know people be driving all kinds of goddamn crazy. You got it. You got it. Aw, you are so welcome, Heather. I'm so glad that you got to hear it. Hey, Aaron. There should still be some for tomorrow and so on. Absolutely, Shelby. You're next on my list, love. Toisie, you are next. I hope I got it right. Toisie, I'm pretty sure I did. For when they try to hook you back in. Unfortunately, it's willpower. It's willpower. So, yeah, it's willpower. Pure and simple. Making yourself not react, making yourself not jump to answer the phone or their text, making yourself pause and remember why they are an ex. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun. Woo! You did not see that? Y'all did not hear that? It wasn't a thing. All right. Miss Toisie. Oh, sweetie. Okay. You have bitchy witchy. Oh, sweetie. Okay. You have bitchy witchy, which is connect to Mother Earth. Self-explanatory, right? Then you have dragon load of dense shit. Time for an energy clearing. I fucking love this deck. Did you notice the poop? There's a lot of poop in this deck. I'm just letting you know. Then you have suck it up, princess. Accept your karma. So, Miss Toisie, please don't shoot the messenger. There's a lot of threes here too, and 3 is perfect balance because you have 3, 13, and 34. Just saying. 34. First of all, something is out of balance. It's like when the washing machine gets out of balance, it's still technically washing, but it's jumping all over the place and probably damaging your wall and all kinds of shit. It's time for you to connect back to you. I know this says connect back to Mother Earth, but with an energy clearing, you need to connect back to you. To you. Okay? Don't stress about trying to clear everything out until you're done dealing with you. The other thing about the dragon load of dense shit is that, honey, I'm sorry that you've been going through it lately. When that card right there pops up, that means that the universe has just been laying it fucking thick. Like, you feel like you've got 9 or maybe 12 or 37 weighted blankets on you, and you can't get out from under them. It's so much dense, heavy fucking shit. So even if you are grounding, and even if you are doing the things that you need to do spiritually to make sure that you're good to go, that's so much heavy shit. All that grounding is going to do is make it feel fucking heavier. That's why I said you need to connect to you, not so much Mother Earth. I mean, obviously don't like unground yourself, but all of the dense shit is going to continue to be even more dense the more you ground yourself. The Suck It Up Princess card. We all make decisions that we have to live with. We all make our own bed. We all have shit that we have to deal with. And so when it comes to karma, and when it comes to consequences, and when it comes to dealing with the things that we've already done, there's always going to come a time when you have to deal with that. There's always going to come a time when you have to deal with that. Good night, Miss Spinksy. Just so you know. So with this card, this is Cinderella's glass slipper breaking and her, having to run in it. I'm going to point out again the number 3. 3 is perfect balance. No matter how you topple a triangle, there's always a top and a bottom. No matter how you push it, no matter how you draw it, there is always a top and a bottom. Balance yourself. The dense shit will start to fall away. And know that there are going to be some consequences and some things, good and bad, that you have to deal with because of this dense shit. It's not just automatically going to all just wash away because you're closing your eyes, la, 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 I'm not going to look at it. It's not all just going to wash away, okay? There are going to be a few things that you have to do to get the heaviness off so you can actually ground yourself back down. But like I said, start with centering yourself and grounding you to you, and then the dense shit will start to lessen a little bit. Because what's happened is so much dense shit has happened. And remember how I said that it was like 9 big old weighted blankets on you. Eventually, instead of you being you underneath there and, still being you, it's starting to flatten you out like this. That's why you can't get out from under it. You're spread way too thin. So make sure that you're centering back to yourself, and it will help you say no, set boundaries, etc., and get out from underneath here. Okay? But just know there are a few things you're going to have to deal with. Good and bad. Okay? Thank you, Britt. I appreciate it. Miss Shelby, you are next, love. I remember. I haven't done name numerology in a while. That's going to be something that I need to do. So I have Miss Shelby, Miss Kimberly, and Miss Kathryn. What? That's it? Okay. Okay. All right, Miss Shelby. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. 2, 3. Like, I know there's other decks. There's other cards in here. I know there's other cards in here. Oh, I love this one. I forgot about this. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Your soul has fucked off. Retrieve it. I love this fucking deck. All right. Ready, ready, ready. You have the Arsehole Ancestor card first off the bat. This is time for an ancestral clearing. I actually would not be surprised to know that you've already been kind of delving down some ancestral pathways here lately. I also would not be surprised to know if you found out some interesting shit about your ancestors here lately. It's really fun to dive down that whole aspect, but at the same time, and we can find out some stuff that's really fucking heavy. And we can find out some stuff that we were hoping to not find. But there's always every single person, not just certain people. Every single fucking person, hello in Argentina, has at least a handful of ancestors that they're not good people. They're not good people. So just know that there's somebody around you that needs to be cleared out. With you, however, I think that this may actually be someone that's still here. Because the next one you have is the Bitchy Witchy, which is connect back to Mother Earth. And the reason I say that I think it's somebody that's still here is because the energy that goes from these two cards is all about you constantly being kept off kilter. So if someone is already gone, you've already taken that blow of them being gone. They're not here to pull you anymore. However, this card talks about connecting back to Mother Earth. It talks about connecting back to you. So that means you're getting pulled off kilter repeatedly. I would be really back up. I would pay attention to who this is that is continually pulling you one way or the other, pulling you off kilter all the fucking time. It may not be somebody that you can just cut out cold turkey, but all of the communication with them needs to be cut down as much as possible. I saw somebody earlier say that it was really hard to cut somebody off when you live with them. And it is. But you can cut off some of the stuff when they're talking about negative bullshit. You can absolutely, you don't have to listen. I was married to somebody for a very long time that's all they were is negative. And I got to the point where I just didn't interact. Because I just couldn't hear it anymore. So it is hard. It is hard to go through, and it's hard to deal with, especially when they're still here. And the last card you have is Enlightenment Sucks. It's the FU Buddha, Enlightenment Sucks. As we go through a spiritual awakening and we go through all this spiritual growth, the more that we gain as far as enlightenment, as far as knowledge, as far as leveling up on our path, we start to see blindingly bright which people are no longer for us. And it fucking sucks, especially when it's somebody that you thought was going to be there for a long time. So when you start to see that, you are already mentally and emotionally starting to like cut that tie. It's that same exact saying of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can tell this person all about how you feel and where you're going and so on, but you can't make them go with you. If they're supposed to go with you, then they'll go with you. Not everybody. In fact, there's not any single person that's meant to go with you every single step of the way on your path. And the further along you get, this is for all of you too, the further along you get with your spiritual practice, you'll start to recognize very, very quickly which people are going to be in your life for a long time and which people are only going to be there for a little bit. And you'll start to get the warning signs of when they need to go, when they're about to leave your path. So I'm sorry that this is a thing, but I have a feeling this is just confirmation, isn't it? It's just the universe letting you know, yes, that is actually how you feel. It's why you feel that way, and it is what you should do. Because I was trying to watch your comments a little bit, but so it seems to me like this right here is just 100% confirmation. You've been wondering about things for a minute. Yeah. It's not the funnest aspect to be in, but it is what it is. And again, I'm sorry that you're going through this, my sweet friend. So, tips or resources on ancestral clearings. To be honest, it is not my forte. It's not something that I am super familiar with. Well, of course you'll be okay. You just come hang out with us. We got you. It's not something that I'm super familiar with. My big forte is protection and reversals and some not nice things. As far as energy work and so on. So let me do a little research. Because there's not really anybody. You know what? I lied. Miss Camille can help you guys with that. I was going to say, there's not really anybody I know that I trust. Yes, there is. Miss Camille. And she does private appointments. You can book on my site with her. That is absolutely one of her fucking fortes. Sometimes I forget I have some amazing friends. Camille is a voodoo practitioner. She is fully initiated into Haitian voodoo. And she's fantastic. Yeah, she is fan-fucking-tastic. She does absolutely know her shit. She can help you with the ancestral clearing. Yeah. So, yeah, I think she only does appointments on Fridays. So just know that that's a thing. She only does them on Fridays. But yes. See, now I'm like, bitch, why didn't you think about that a while ago? But there you go. Miss Camille can help you. Absolutely. Woo! You didn't see that? Y'all didn't see any of that. Yeah, she can absolutely help you. Okay? So, Miss Shelby, I'm sorry you're going through all of that, honey. So if you guys go on my site and you're looking under services, you can book a private appointment with Camille. She's the only other person beside me that you can book an appointment with. Miss Kimberly S, are you ready? You are so welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome. I love that everybody's sending you love. All right, Miss Kimberly. I have not seen this card before. Oh my God. Okay. First of all, Miss Kimberly, please know that you're not allowed to get mad at me. Please know that, okay? Please. I want to get another good yawn in before I start. The very first card you start off with is the Fancy Fat Fucker, which is the Get Healthy card. again, please know that it's, you know what I'm saying. If you were considering maybe changing your diet or exercising or so on, this is obviously the time. This is obviously the time. I have never seen this card before, and it is so fucking funny. Like, he has candy all over his pants, and he literally has like a wife beater farmer tan with a red tie and lettuce all like, what the what? I can't. Miss Kimberly, apparently, if you were wanting to, start to get healthy, oh, this is the time. Because next you have strengthen your boundaries. Zombie wants brains. And then you have manifest the arse out of it. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. Miss Kimberly, whatever it was you were trying to do health-wise, or you were wanting to start, this is the time. I think the universe has already been giving you every sign. It's been giving you every sign, and it's also been showing you like, hey, here's this, here's this, here's this. Like, literally, it's been giving you all of the things you need to show you, okay, this is the time. This is the time. The boundary thing is interesting, though, because this is a lot of this is setting boundaries with you, with this, the willpower, and setting boundaries isn't, okay, I am going to get healthy, so I'm not going to buy these foods anymore. I'm going to buy this or whatever. That's where I'm at. Like, you don't need to be buying that shit. You don't need to be door dashing every night. But the boundaries is also, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I actually slept really good last night. Boundaries can also be with people that support negative habits, with people that support unhealthy habits. If you have someone in your life that you hang out with all the time and all they do is eat shit, they never ever exercise, they smoke like a freight train, whatever it is, if you have someone in your life that they just perpetuate all of the horrible, bad things you're trying to get away from, it might be time to set a boundary with that person. It might just be time to set a boundary with them. Because this manifestation card right here tells me that you have massive ass dreams. You have huge things you want to accomplish, and getting healthy and letting go of some really bad habits is key to this manifestation. So therefore, habits and people that are holding you back in this unhealthy shit have to go bye-bye. They have to go bye-bye. Yeah. This is your year to manifest. This is your year to manifest. Don't let anything derail that. Okay? Don't let anything derail that. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. The Get Healthy card over there, even though we were joking about it and joking about the imagery and stuff like that, this can also be spiritual health as well. A lot of times we're not taking care of ourselves physically. It's really hard for us to take care of ourselves spiritually, because if we don't feel good, then there's no way that we give a shit about ourselves spiritually in a way. Does that make sense? I mean, you can feel like shit and still give a shit about your spiritual self, but you're not going to be as into your spiritual path as you would be if you felt better. So, just saying. Got that, Miss Kim? I know that whenever I am when I am more active, I tend to zoom in on my spiritual self way more. Thank you, Vaz. I appreciate. I tend to zoom in on my spiritual self way more. I tend to feel better. I tend to connect quicker spiritually, etc. So keep that in mind, guys, okay? Miss Kathryn B, are you ready? I think Miss Kathryn is my last one. Yep, Miss Kathryn is my last one for the evening. Let me refresh my list just to make sure. But, ready? See, now I feel like I'm going to have to go through here just to find another card that I haven't seen because these same ones are coming up. All right, Miss Kathryn, you have the Fuck You, Buddha, Enlightenment Sucks card, which tells me that you just went through a major level up and you're already sick of it. Sometimes when you go through a level up, I'm just saying, we get sick of it really, really fucking quickly because you get out of your comfort zone and you get into you just get into somewhere different. You get into a different mindset. Your body goes through changes. One of the things that I have fought tooth and nail against is that as really in the last 5 years, as I have gone through a lot of intense quick changes, my body is like, you remember how steak was your favorite food group? Well, not now. Do you remember how much you love to eat a really good rare steak? Well, not now. I get sick every fucking time I eat a steak now. Every fucking time. I get sick when I eat a lot of processed foods. And it's not because I started eating really, really well and then went back. No. My body is just like, guess what? Now you're sick. Every fucking time. Do I still eat steak every now and then? Fuck yes, I do. But I know I'm going to pay for it for like 2 or 3 days. I mean, it's just bad. Every time you go through a level up, you go through some enlightenment, you go through all of these phases of shifting and changing, you go through physical shit too. And it gets tiring. It gets tiring. It gets stupid. It gets tiring. So this right here tells me that you've just gone through a massive, huge level up shift and you're tired of it. You're already tired. You're already tired of it. But here's the thing. The next one is the suck it up, princess. Take your karma. Now, I don't believe for 1 minute that this card represents something bad. What I do believe is because that enlightenment sucks card at the beginning, you wanted this level up so bad, you worked for it, and you can work for a level up and have the level up happen. Okay? You worked for this level up. You've worked for this enlightenment. You've grown. You've done all the things. Like, you've done what you're supposed to do. You've been fucking amazing at it, and you keep moving forward. And now that you realize that maybe this is stupid, and maybe it's it's not stupid, but you know what I mean. You're in the whiny mode, okay? Does that make sense? You're in, like, the whiny mode. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing, okay? Accept it and let yourself really let yourself sink into the new you, because you can't make this shit up. This next one is Cracked Crystal, the need time to heal yourself. I had to look at it to make sure I was wording it correctly. This is time to heal you. I was trying to, like, not say this as I was trying to describe this, but in going through this enlightenment and going through this level up, it's exactly what you wanted. It's literally exactly what you wanted. And now it's time to go through and heal you. You went through the level up. You're going through the karmic aspect of it. And like I said, I don't think it's bad. I think that it's good. I think that all of the karma that you're getting from this enlightenment, this level up, is good. And now it's time to heal you. It's time to heal you. Going through a level up, going through enlightenment, Miss Kathryn, is always, always hard. It's always hard. There's never, ever an easy time about it. You have to go through all of this shit. Every single person goes through a whiny phase. Don't think they don't. And if they tell you that they don't, I'm gonna call shenanigans, because they're lying. They're lying through their face. They're lying through their face. Okay? Level ups suck. Level ups are stupid. But they're great at the same time. And it's exactly what you wanted. So now it's time to just be on that ride and heal yourself. Okay? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I love those cards. I love those cards. They make me so happy. Well, you guys on YouTube over here, thank you for watching and hanging out while we did some naughty oracle reads. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And for you guys over here on TikTok, I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all are going to hang out with me. Y'all are going to be my emotional support people. And yeah, y'all are going to hang out with me tomorrow. And we might carve some candles. All right, guys. I love you. Oh, my stomach's growling. Did you hear that? I think I'm going to go eat the rest of my dinner. And then I'm going to go crawl in bed. So my stomach doesn't go when I'm in bed. Because Zeus gets pissy and then he snorts at me and he fucking pushes me. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Or later today. It's almost tomorrow. All right, guys. Go to sleep. Or have a good day. I'll see you later.